Staying with international news, voting is underway in the Philippines as people choose who they want to replace outgoing President Rodrigo Duterte. Thousands of other positions are also up for grabs, such as for vice president and provincial governors, as well as for city mayors. Rae-hyun with this report.
May 9th is presidential election day for over 65 million Filipinos. All eyes are now on who will replace populist President Rodrigo Duterte. Duterte has reached the end of his term and is constitutionally barred from running again. Voters in the Philippines are heading to the polls to choose their next president for the next 6 years, which will have a huge impact on the future of the democracy in the Philippines. Ferdinand Marcos Junior, also known as Bongbong Marcos, is leading the opinion polls. The 64-year-old is the only son of the late dictator, Ferdinand Marcos, who plundered billions of dollars from the state and marked one of the so-called darkest periods in the country's history in the 1970s. Although Marcos Sr. died in exile, his son rebuilt a presence in public life after returning to the Philippines in the 1990s. With the slogan, "Together we will rise again," many are throwing their support behind Marcos Jr. for president as he promises unity and hope while prioritizing the cost of living and jobs.
I want Bongbong Marcos to win as president. I know he can help those who are poor like us. If he wins this year, prices of goods may go down.
Second in the polls is Vice President Leni Robredo, who previously worked for a non-governmental organization providing legal assistance to marginalized groups. She has been speaking out about human rights issues while warning about the risks of populist leaders. Under the campaign slogan, "Honest Government, a Better Life for All," some are backing the only female presidential candidate as the next leader as she pledges to tackle corruption in politics.
The one who I want to vote for in this coming election is Vice President Leni Robredo. The reason I want to vote for her is because she is compassionate, God-fearing, eager to help, and caring.
Other candidates include Manny Pacquiao, a champion boxer and national hero, and Isko Moreno, a former actor and the current mayor of Manila. Besides the presidential post, thousands of positions are also being contested across the country on Monday, from vice presidency and Senate seats to 18,000 local positions like city mayors and provincial governors. Voting will close at 7 p.m. local time, and the winner could be apparent within hours as the count begins once the ballots are closed. Rae-hyun, Arirang News.